actually joined the blockchain space, the crypto space, exactly at top that bull run end of 2017. And but I was lucky. I exited earlier before the drop. And since then, I have been, keeping an eye into this space, doing personal investment and also read news from time to time. But my background is more like a traditional finance, and I've always wanted to have a job in this space. And so I changed my job last year, entered in this space full time. But in the gaming area, I've been always a gamer. I play games since I was a child, and I have been playing League of Legends for I don't know many years already. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. Bueno, mi nombre es Penny. Tengo una experiencia más bien dedicada a todo lo que es inversiones personal a nivel financiero desde el 2017, ¿cierto? Y ya hacia el final de año más relacionado con las criptomonedas. Desde ahí que comenzaba a adquirir experiencia y ya a contar desde el año pasado cambié de trabajo a tiempo completo en lo que es el tema de las criptomonedas. Relacionado a los juegos, ¿cierto? Y al mundo financiero, mi experiencia con los juegos viene desde hace muchos años, porque desde pequeño también jugaba League of Legends y eso es lo que me ha traído hoy al desarrollo de estos proyectos.
Bien, perfecto. ¿Y Sunil?
Sunil?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So hi everyone, I'm Sunil. So I'm marketing director here at OpenBlox. I've been in crypto from 2014 at the very start, where I was mining Bitcoin. And I've been in blockchain and crypto now for officially 3.5 years, but overall about 5 years, all in all. My experience comes from the institutional crypto industry, whereby I've helped grow companies from the bottom up, all the way from branding, all the way to actually building companies. I've helped to build many sustainable companies that are now existing in the industry. Very much like Penny, I've been a gamer from a very young age. And I've been a huge fan of games and franchises like Call of Duty, like FIFA. And the NFT and crypto space is fundamentally the best thing that could have happened, because fundamentally it combines together a passion of mine, which is gaming, together with crypto, which is now what I do on a day-to-day basis. So it is the perfect form of two passions of mine.
Perfecto. Mi nombre es Sunil. Trabajo desde el 2014 en toda la industria del mineo, de las criptomonedas. Tengo, si bien 3 años y medio, yo diría que alrededor de 5 años con la experiencia acumulada en el área. Tengo también conocimiento y experiencia sobre el branding, la creación de empresas desde su comienzo hasta lo que es ya más establecidas, muchas de las cuales hoy persisten dentro del rubro. Respecto a los juegos, los videojuegos, también me considero gamer desde pequeño, de grandes franquicias como FIFA, ¿cierto? Call of Duty, y lo bueno o lo fundamental de hoy estar aquí es que combina mis dos pasiones, que serían las criptos por un lado y el juego, el gaming, por lo que sería una fórmula perfecta.
Perfecto. A ver, y hablando de OpenBlox, ¿cuánto tiempo lleva en desarrollo?
Talking about OpenBlox, how long has it been OpenBlox in development?
Okay, so the OpenBlox project actually started since last summer. We had our first mint in October last year. Yeah, but the team is building it constantly, non-stop. Yeah, so we are still a young project, but we would like to make games that will last for years.
Absolutely. And the biggest part for us is creating a gaming franchise that people will play for years to come, not just for the next 6 months. That is where we really want to focus our attention on the gaming experience.
Yeah.
Súper. OpenBlox es un proyecto que partió desde el verano pasado. Somos aún, podríamos decir, un proyecto nuevo, que era lo que mencionaba Penny. Y Sunil comentaba que lo más importante para nosotros es que creemos un proyecto de largo aliento, de larga data, que no sea un juego que solo sea jugado por 6 meses.
Perfecto. Perfecto. Nice. ¿Y una breve reseña nos podrían dar de lo que es OpenBlox?
About the game, what could you say us? How is the game? What are going to find? So a brief about the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Sanya, do you want to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have is we have a 3-game franchise. We're starting with Roblox, which is a roguelike game with a mapping system. That is our first game that we are going to launch here in Q2 of 2022. We're then going to move into Action Blocks, which is pretty much what it says. It's an action game. There's going to be battling. That's going to be happening in the game. And that's going to launch towards the latter end of 2022. And then we're going to tie the whole ecosystem together with Land Blocks, which is a farming game. And that is the final game. That's going to launch in probably Q1 2023, although that's not definitive right now. But that is the time frame that we're looking at. The 3 games are all going to have interoperable NFTs. So you basically have the ability to use one NFT across 3 games, which is hugely unique. In that normally you buy one NFT for one game. And all our games are going to have individual tokens. That's the real key here. Is there anything you want to add to that, Penny?
Yes. So I wanna, if you can't imagine what our games would look like, and I really wanna make this disclaimer, because lots of people, they watched our game battle trailer and they thought it looks like it's a card game and it looks like Axie, but we are not like Axie at all, because we have a map system, and players, they can really have a much better gaming experience than the Axie Infinity.
Penny, I'm sorry, what is X Infinity? It's a game, another game?
It is indeed.
You don't know about Axie Infinity? Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just learning about the crypto and this world. So many concepts are new to me. But I'm going.
Yeah.
So that's
I think lots of people,
why I'm asking.
they know. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so just to give you a heads up, so Axie Infinity is a gaming franchise that already exists, that works on a play-to-earn model. That was released at the very beginning of the play-to-earn system that was put out. The only difference is, I think, over time, people have realized that it's not scalable. And it's become very expensive to play, because obviously games develop very quickly, as does people's affinity to games. So there's a lot of good things and there's a lot of bad things that have come out of the games. One thing about OpenBlox is we've learned more from the bad than we have from the good. And we want to make sure that those types of issues are not repeated when OpenBlox franchise comes out.
Yeah, we've learned from their experience, and we made a lot of improvements in our game development.
Perfecto. Entonces, respecto al juego, tenemos un juego que se basa en 3 franquicias. Comenzamos con un juego que es denominado Blocks, nuestro primer juego. Luego nos movemos hacia un juego que es más de Action Blocks, más orientado al combate, su nombre lo dice, y finalmente a Land Blocks, que es un tipo de juego más orientado al farming o al farmeo. Y es finalmente aquí en donde los 3 juegos comparten el escenario. Lo novedoso y lo innovador de esto es que anteriormente cada juego tenías que comprar una moneda para cada uno de ellos, y en este sentido tendremos una misma moneda para los 3 juegos. No queremos que sea en este sentido como el resto de los que hay en el mercado. Decía Penny, agregaba también que no nos agrada que seamos vistos como un juego de cartas o como otro tipo de videojuegos, porque tenemos un sistema de mapeos también, y ya hacia el final, con lo que comentaban de Xfinity, han aprendido que más de las experiencias malas que de las experiencias buenas respecto a los juegos que ya hay en el mercado, y de eso se trata lo que hemos presentado como el proyecto de estos 3 juegos que se establecen dentro del mismo escenario.
Bien, genial. Ahora hablando un poquito del juego, porque la verdad que yo vi los NFT de blogs, de OpenBlox, y me encantó el diseño, está muy bueno. Y la pregunta sería, ¿cómo podría el jugador elegir un estilo y un atributo específico?
Okay, so we were watching the games and we loved the design. We were asking how would it be possible for the player to pick a specific style.
Porque por lo general, ¿viste? ¿No?
Dime.
Bien, porque por lo general los juegos basados en Binance Smart Chain, el miteo es aleatorio, ¿viste? No sé cómo será el sistema.
Because in general, these kind of games are based on random systems. So if it's customized, if it's a customized system, how could it be possible for the player to pick this specific style?
Yeah, I got you. So first of all, our mint system is also random. So it will be a random pick on the characters, but the mint, our mint is for our Genesis mint, and our Genesis NFTs are basically all our NFTs can breed, so they can have babies. And once they have babies, there will be a lot of NFTs listed on the marketplace. And the players, they will be able to choose what characters they want to play. And also it's based on their playing strategy. And also actually we are planning to launch a free-to-play mode, which means players, they will be able to test our games, to try our games without purchasing any NFTs. But in this mode, there will be limited choices on the cards they can play, and also there will be like a very, very minimum reward they can get. But players can try the game and see which characters they like from the free-to-play mode.
Sunil,
Does this
anything
make
else
sense?
you would like to? Yeah.
No, I think Penny's added everything there. I think fundamentally, as Penny rightly outlined, a lot of this is in relation to giving players freedom. And as we said, focus for us is gaming experience more than anything. So even initially, what we might have is not what we will end up with from game 1 to game 3. We're always going to constantly develop our processes, our plans, and our structure. But what we want to be able to do is, as we've said, the mint is fundamentally at random, and that's where the pick is. But the characters, you do have choice depending on your preferences, which is the most important thing.
Perfect. Primero que todo, comentar que nuestro nuestros proyectos también se basan en que los minties son aleatorios, pero la diferencia está en que los caracteres, o sea, los personajes
Sí,
pueden ser elegibles, claro. Pensamos que en un primer momento de dejar el juego free to play para que así los jugadores puedan probar los modos y los personajes
claro.
disponibles y luego puedan ir interiorizándose y ir probando los personajes que más les gusten. Nuestra orientación y lo que más nos importa es que la experiencia de juego, el gaming experience, sea lo más importante. Por lo tanto, estamos muy centrados en los procesos y en el desarrollo más profundo de la experiencia de juego del proyecto mismo.
Perfecto. Sandy. A ver. Y OpenBlox es un ecosistema completo por lo que se ve, ¿no? Obviamente. Dice, o sea, ¿cómo se conectarán los tres juegos? Los NFT, los personajes NFT, ¿se podrán usar los mismos en cada uno? O sea, de los diferentes juegos.
Okay. OpenBlox is a whole system, ecosystem,
Yep.
as you mentioned before. How would it be possible for the players to connect their characters between each game?
Okay, so the key here is the NFT. As we mentioned earlier, the NFT actually has the ability to connect all three games because you don't need to operate an individual NFT per game. Your NFTs are interoperable, so you can buy one NFT and you can use it across all three games. So that is step one in terms of the connection. We also have different types of tokens, which I think is vitally important. We have one platform token that will be available for the overall franchise, but each game is going to have its own in-game token. So you can benefit from the gaming experience to its full capacity using its own in-game token. And then within each game, there's going to be different NFTs that can be earned as well. And that's not to mention the fact that there is also obviously the breeding capabilities. So never will there be an infinite amount of NFTs. There will also be more NFTs coming due to the breeding capabilities in which we hold.
Yeah, I want to add something. So also the NFTs, there are some NFT you can earn in all those three games. And sometimes you may get an NFT as a result of your battle winning from the first game. And maybe you cannot check what the NFT can do. But when you move to the second game, the NFT might actually show its use case, which is equipment or maybe a game prop. And then maybe another NFT you earn through the first game or second game, and you move to the third game, and you open it, and you found actually it's a seed you can plant in the third game, which is landmarks. So you can see like the NFTs you earn from different games, and you will find a surprise what it would actually be.
And the thing, just to finish there, is you're going to find that the NFTs, depending on what your preferences are, what you like, some of the NFTs, you have the ability to go from one game to another game, but you can also go back. It's not to say you have to play one game to complete a game to then move on. You can actually go to the game that you prefer. And what we want to do is work with the community to add more narrative over time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me organize my la llave o lo fundamental del juego está en la constitución del NFT, dado que tiene la habilidad de conectarse en los tres juegos, ¿cierto? Si combinas a uno en un juego, puedes usarlo en el resto, y así sucesivamente en cualquiera de los tres juegos, como están dentro de este mismo ecosistema. Tenemos diferentes tokens y debido también a que en cada uno de los juegos existe una plataforma de token distinta, también va acompañado de un sistema de eclosión o de nacimiento que permite también tener mayor personalización. Algunos NFT se pueden ganar en algunos juegos, dependiendo de los porcentajes de victorias o las condiciones del juego mismo. La idea también es que si es que uno va combinándolos entre un juego y otro, puedas también devolver un paso atrás, digamos, y mantener aquello. Lo fundamental es ir agregando más narrativa al juego para que así sea una experiencia sobresaliente.
Claro, me entiendo, perfecto. Bueno, hasta ahora creo que se va entendiendo bien. A ver. Hablando de Landbox, eso preguntarle también, dice, o sea que es una forma de staking, como vimos en otros juegos que consideran en farming. O sea, si Landbox, que yo escuché ahí, es una forma de staking como vimos en otros juegos que consistían en farming. Ese sería el
Okay. Is Landbox a form of staking like we saw in other games, considered as farming style games?
So right now, our full focus is on Roblox, the initial game. We're still to decide the full capabilities of Landblocks, but the likelihood is that it will have a staking capability. The main aspect of Landblocks is that it ties together the whole ecosystem. So bringing together Roblox, Action Blocks, and Landblocks into one franchise, the way we tie that together is going to be through Landblocks more than ever. So the likelihood is there will be a staking capability, but we haven't decided that at this present moment because our full focus is on Roblox.
Ok. Nuestro foco de momento, como estamos desarrollando el primer juego que es Roblox, no lo hemos pensado aún cuál va a ser la forma en que lo planearemos, pero eventualmente va a tener considerado el estilo de farmeo, pero no hemos pensado en ello porque estamos aún desarrollando nuestro primer juego dentro de este ecosistema. Indudablemente va a tener la habilidad del stacking, pero aún no hemos pensado en ello respecto a la...
Bueno. Bien. Después habrá alguna tarifa de gas por cada acción realizada dentro del juego. O sea, gas fee se llama eso para que termine si no conocés. Y habrá eso.
Okay. We would like to know if will there be any gas fee for any actions performed inside the game? I don't know if the whole system or any game.
Do you want to say that, Penny?
Yeah. Yes. No problem. So throughout the game, you will not need to spend any gas fee. Only if when you are trading the properties, like for example, when you are trading your assets, like you are trading your NFTs, so you are selling your tokens, etc. Only these actions will need to consume gas fee. Otherwise, the gameplay doesn't spend any gas fee. Yeah.
Perfecto. No será necesario o no estará incluido algún tipo de gas fee. Solamente cuando se haga algún tipo de intercambio como de propiedades, los NFTs, vendiendo tokens, ahí es cuando se consumirá gas fee.
Bien. Se entendió, perfecto. A ver, que nos cuenten un poco sobre las diferentes capas de OpenBlox World, que son varias, parece, ¿no?
We think that OpenBlox has many different layers. What could you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 3 different layers of our games. We have a green layer, which is the insects and the flowers. And those are the characters that are represented. We then have a fire layer, which is techno and dragons, which is rather cool. And then we've got the water layer, which is sharks and hard shell. And that's how we've defined our game. It's been broken down into the 3 different layers accordingly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Penny would like to add something?
Oh no, I am just I just agree with what Sanya said.
Okay. Tenemos efectivamente, OpenBlox se basa en diferentes capas. Tenemos 3 capas diferentes. Una capa verde, ¿cierto? Que es como más orientada a flores, a la vegetación. Una violeta, más orientada como a dragones y tecnología, tecno, que se ve bastante bien, bastante genial. Y finalmente una de agua, sería la tercera capa.
Perfecto. Y después, hablando de cada juego, ¿va a tener su propio equipo de desarrollo o es todo un equipo para desarrollar todo lo que es OpenBlox World?
Does each game has its own development team, or all the 3 games have the same team?
So the intention is, look, the gaming franchise is going to be built over the course of a year, so you can never say never in terms of change. But from an OpenBlox perspective, the likelihood is what we would like is consistency, and we would like the storytelling and the narrative to also be consistent. So the aim is for the same team to build all 3 of the narratives and continue to build all the way through, because what that does is give us that connection, not only to the characters, but also their ability to go from roadblocks to action blocks to land blocks, and vice versa. So back through the system again as well.
No podemos, bueno, la intención es mantener al mismo equipo a lo largo de todo el año. No podemos decir, nunca podemos decir nunca, ¿cierto? Respecto a lo que va a pasar, pero la intención es mantener el storytelling y la narrativa respecto al videojuego, porque creemos que lo central de esto es que se mantenga la unión entre los 3 juegos dentro de el mismo ecosistema y viceversa.
Bien. Hablando un poco de por qué el juego se basa en la red de Ethereum, ¿por qué decidieron pasar de Ethereum a la capa 2 de Arbitrum? Si podían explicar un poquito de lo último, porque capaz que hay gente que no entiende esa parte.
Ya. Yo, por ejemplo. So, talking about Ethereum, why would you decide to move from Ethereum to the layer 2 of Arbitrum? Because probably most of the people that don't understand what this change means.
Yeah, I believe still there are a lot of people don't know about Arbitrum, right? But I think we can educate the market. So first of all, we chose Ethereum because we really believe there is a very rich ecosystem built within the Ethereum, and there are a lot of high quality projects on Ethereum as well. And the reason we chose Arbitrum is because Arbitrum, we can see it's one of the best layer 2 solutions on the Ethereum chain. And also it can support the breeding capability, which is a key feature of our NFTs, which is breeding. So the NFTs, they can have babies. Yeah. And also on Arbitrum, it can reduce dramatically reduce the gas fee. So the players, they will have much lower cost to join our project.
Absolutely. And just to add to what Penny has said, scalability is the biggest issue in GameFi NFT, in the NFT Web3 space at this moment in time. too many organizations are releasing games, and what we're finding with these games is they're not scalable. They have an ability to grow very quickly, as every game does in terms of its franchise, but it can't scale the game because unfortunately the game grows too quickly, the cost goes too high, and then there's no ability for that game to be controlled from a price movement perspective. What we want to do is, as we've said, our focus is more towards the gaming experience more than it is towards the NFTs and the cryptos. They are byproducts of a really strong game. To create a really strong game or franchise, we recognize the need for breeding capabilities, but also the ability to scale the game. Now, if we can scale a game today, we'll be in a position for this game to be around for at least the next 5 to 10 years, which is exactly what we want to be able to produce.
Perfect. Creemos que no mucha gente conoce sobre la capa de Arbitrium, pero también creemos que podemos informar respecto a este sistema. Consideramos que es un sistema muy rico y de varios proyectos de alto valor, el cual nos ofrece mejores soluciones y permite el sistema de crianza. Dado que tenemos esta alternativa dentro del juego de criar en los NFT y los tokens. Y también nos permite tener menos gas fee,
Claro.
lo cual es importante para mantener los jugadores, ¿cierto? Muchas organizaciones no tienen proyectos que puedan ser escalables o que crecen tan rápido que se suele descontrolar. Y como dijimos anteriormente, nosotros estamos centrados en crear esta franquicia de juegos y pensar en un proyecto de largo aliento entre 5 y 10 años.
Bien, perfecto. Interesante. Y hablando un poquito, a ver, de las fechas. ¿Ya tienen fecha de preventa o ya está el token lanzado? Para los que no saben.
Okay. Talking about the dates, we would like to know if you have already launched a pre-sale or the token date.
No. Sorry, Tanya, you
No, go for it, Benny.
Okay. So yeah, the token is not launched yet. So there is still opportunities for you if you want to participate. I would say join our Discord, join our Telegram, follow us on Twitter, just to stay tuned for any official announcements about our token launch. But also be careful with the scams out there.
100%.
Always double check on our official website, our official social media, and our official community channels. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, Penny's absolutely summed it up. Please be careful out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of rogue information and a lot of scams at this moment in time. So please go through the official website in order to get access to the right social medias, and make sure you're always contacting the right people. Just note that we wouldn't, at OpenBlox, contact you directly. It's not something that we do, so it's something to always watch out for. But yes, there is always a chance to participate. And the in-game token, we don't have dates yet, but we will be releasing them when it does come out, available on our social media channels. So if you join, that's the best way to find out the latest information.
Perfect. Thank you. El token aún no está abierto, pero sí, por lo que aún tienen posibilidades de participar si es que están interesados. Mantenemos los canales oficiales, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, y ahí estaremos informando la fecha del lanzamiento. Quisiéramos dejarles advertido y siempre tener presente de tener cuidado con los scams, ¿cierto? Los engaños. Siempre usen fuentes verificadas, doble chequeen la información, sean cuidadosos con ella y bueno, estaremos informando por los canales oficiales que los mencionamos. Siempre habrá chances de participar y estará disponible a través de nuestra social media, los canales de social media.
Perfecto. Y hablando un poquito también del juego, ¿tienen planeado implementar un sistema de becas?
And talking about the game, are you going to implement a scholarship system?
I'll let you take that one, Penny.
Okay, cool. Yes, we will implement scholarship system. And actually, we are talking with some guild partners as well. And guilds, they do scholarship. So we are actually listening to their suggestions, and we are also studying the current examples from the market, like the good examples, and also learn some, bad cases, learn from some bad cases, so we can always improve and outperform the other current projects in the market. So overall, we will implement this scholarship system. But sorry to add something else. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't just make the system for the guilds or for scholars. We will also make the system more accessible for individual players as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. The whole thing for us is about everybody benefiting from the game. That's why we recognize the need for a free-to-play model as well, whereby NFTs aren't required. We recognize the fact that not everybody, one, will be able to afford the NFTs because this is the market that we're into. They will be able to enjoy the game. That's what we want to be able to produce. We want people to enjoy a gaming franchise like they do in general, but now with the ability to scale with NFTs and in-game token experience, which is the most important thing. And Penny was absolutely right. We look forward to welcoming guilds, individual players, and the scholarship program. We want to build for everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bueno, sí implementaremos un sistema de becas. Actualmente estamos trabajando con otras compañías para aprender sobre los buenos ejemplos, aprender sobre los bienes, también aprender sobre las malas experiencias y lo principal de ir mejorando y tener mejor ventaja respecto a otros proyectos. En síntesis, si lo implementaremos,
sí.
La idea, Sunil agrega que la idea es que todos se beneficien de estos juegos de franquicia, por eso que existe también un modo de free to play, porque queremos que mucha gente disfrute el juego y tenemos pensado también que a través del escalado del NFT y los tokens podamos construir un juego para todos.
Perfecto. A ver, otra pregunta. OpenBlox tendrá su propio mercado, pero ¿los NFT estarán disponibles para comprar y vender en OpenSea? ¿También?
Okay. OpenBlox, we know that will have its own marketplace, but will the NFTs also be available to buy in or to trade in OpenSea?
Yeah, Sanya, you want to take this one?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of the original, so the first mint that we undertook was on OpenSea. So those NFTs will be available directly on OpenSea, and they can be traded even right now, which is what's happening. So there is a collection that you can find directly through our website. When the NFT marketplace is launched on OpenBlox, then this is going to be launched on Arbitrum, which is going to make a difference because obviously what we're going to do is launch the next round of NFTs within Arbitrum and on the website itself. So what people will be able to do is they will be able to bridge the NFTs that are currently existing into Arbitrum. But right now, there'll be two sort of interoperable systems. The only thing we can't confirm at the moment is when the OpenBlox NFT marketplace will be available. We don't have a definitive date at this present moment. But if you go to our official website, you'll be able to see the current collection that's available on market.
Thanks. En términos de originalmente
Sí.
los primeros NFT pueden ser negociables ahora mismo. El mercado de Arbitrium pueden ser alcanzados los NFTs que existen actualmente. Lo único que no podemos confirmar aún es cuándo estará disponible por OpenBlox, pero pueden seguirnos en nuestra página web y ver lo que está disponible actualmente, que pueden ser tradeables o intercambiables desde ahora mismo, digamos.
Bien. Y hablando un poco de la economía, viste que acá a los hispanos, la verdad que le hemos perdido la fe a todo lo que es juego NFT por este caso, que todos tienen una copia y bajan enseguida, ¿no? ¿Cómo marcará OpenBlox la diferencia con respecto a otros juegos de la blockchain? ¿Han estudiado los errores de los otros juegos para mejorar las cosas?
Okay. As part of the Hispanic community, we have lost the faith in almost in all these kind of games due to bad economic models. How will OpenBlox make a difference from other blockchain games? And what have you learned about the mistakes of other games?
Absolutely. I'll take this one. Firstly, I think we need to identify how we position our game. We don't call it play to earn. So you don't have to play the game to earn the rewards. We want you to play the game and earn rewards as you're playing. So firstly, it's all about gaming experience, as we've mentioned previously. Play and earn is this OpenBlox model, which is step one. The mistakes that we've seen from other games and other franchises has been, one, the inability to scale because they've grown too quickly and they haven't built in provisions. We are building the game with the ability to scale. That's one of the most imperative things. And then at the same time, I think you've identified something that I think is vitally important. Currently, we're going through, I think, a global economic crisis. So actually, the ability to afford certain, NFTs or in-game tokens can be quite difficult for many a community. Part of our model, as we identified previously, was a free-to-play model. So that model gives you the chance to start playing the game, testing the game out, and that's going to give you the ability to then scale when you're good and ready. So we've got 3 or 4 different things already just identified in this comment when they're in an ability to, as a user, we are different from other places. But like I said, the most imperative thing is we are a play and earn model, not a play to earn model.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Bueno, primero tenemos que identificar cómo nos posicionamos, cómo posicionamos nuestro juego respecto al resto. Tenemos que hacer la diferencia en que nuestro juego no es jugar para ganar, que es lo que hemos aprendido de la otra experiencia, y nos centramos más en una experiencia de juego, el gaming experience. Los problemas que hemos visto también radican en el escalamiento, que otros juegos crecen muy rápido y pierden el control. Agregar también que probablemente lo hayan notado, pero estamos viviendo una crisis económica respecto a los NFT y los tokens de los juegos, que puede volver muy difícil el modelo de economía, ¿cierto? pero nuestro modelo nos permite probar, testear y cuando esté preparado y listo poder disfrutarlo. La diferencia estaría entonces que no es jugar para ganar, sino jugar y ganar.
Genial, genial, suena bien. Hablando de partners y alianzas, no sé si nos pueden comentar a ver si ya tienen alguna hecha o están trabajando en el tema.
Talking about partnership or alliances, what could you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got many partnerships. So we have actually just closed our seed round, which is hugely exciting for us as a business. And we've partnered with some really strong venture capitalists and strategic partners. We've also got three guilds on board at this present moment, and we are building guild partnerships almost weekly at this moment in time, because we recognize the need to have gamers part of our ecosystem, which is most imperative. So building those partnerships is where we're really focusing our attentions at this moment and focusing on that real community growth with the gaming community.
Sí, tenemos muchas alianzas y muchos partners. Hemos estado prácticamente creando alianzas semanalmente. Tenemos 3 grandes compañías que nos están apoyando porque creemos y necesitamos que la experiencia de juego sea el principal desarrollo para seguir haciendo crecer nuestra comunidad.
Bien, perfecto. Bueno, la verdad que lo que van diciendo engloba muchas cosas y me está quedando claro bien a dónde van orientados, ¿no? Lo que me gustaría ahora que preguntes a ver si quieren agregar algo más, si algo que me faltó preguntarles, si lo quieren acotar para pasar a las preguntas del público, ¿qué les parece?
Okay. We are getting we are knowing what you are saying about the game. We would like to know if you would like to add something else, anything else. After that, we are going to give a round of questions from the audience.
Okay, sorry. May I say something first? So actually, I made a form to collect some addresses for our NFT badges, and I can see someone is asking for the form already. I'm gonna drop the link first, and I'm gonna tell you the form will start officially valid from I think it's 9 p.m. at your local time, okay? So I'm gonna drop it now, just several... No, I can't drop. Wait. Can I send the link?
Quería compartir un link.
I cannot send the link.
Si es que le puedes dar...
How about I send to you and you send to the group?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, I send to you and you drop it in the group.
Si no puedo, te lo enviaré a ti para que tú lo puedas compartir.
Ahí lo tengo.
Yeah, only 3 minutes. Okay, only 3 minutes for you to fill that form. And it will start from 9 p.m., I think, your local time. So in 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes.
En menos de 3 minutos para iniciar. Vale.
Perfecto, ahí lo dije decirle.
Yeah, okay, let's continue.
Yeah, so would you like to add something about what we were talking, about what we have talked? If it's not,
I think we pretty much, I think we pretty much summed up everything from our perspective. I think what we'd love is to get you, to have you join us at OpenBlox and really enjoy the ride. We're on a very fun experience at the moment, building the game out. We're going to have a demo towards next month, which is going to be hugely exciting. And then we're going to have the first game. So it's a really good time to be part of the team experience here at OpenBlox. And it's super exciting for you to be part of the journey with us.
Bueno, hemos dicho harto. Queremos que se nos unan a OpenBlox. Aunque el juego no esté lanzado, pronto tendremos una demo el próximo mes. Y creemos que es un buen momento para que puedan ser parte del equipo de prueba o de testeo. Y estamos emocionados en que se nos puedan unir en nuestro proyecto.
Perfecto. Decirle que sí, que ahí vamos a estar.
So we are going to be there.
Perfect. Look forward to having you all.
Esperamos para verlo.
Genial. Pasamos a las preguntas del público. ¿Qué te dijeron?
¿Las voy leyendo yo? ¿Las vas seleccionando?
No, acá yo preguntamos. Primero vamos a empezar con alguien en español. Si a alguien le quedó alguna duda o algo que quiera preguntar algo, que levante la mano. En Spanish.
Sunil, Penny, we are just reviewing the questions, and if someone wants to ask something, we are going to ask it first in Spanish, and then I translate it for you.
Yeah, okay. I just want to remind you guys, link works now, so just please click me.
Solo recordarles que ahora sí funciona para que cliquen.
Yeah, anyone please feel free to ask questions.
Son varios miembros, no encuentro ninguno.
Okay, Richard is still looking for.
I also just want to say thank you to everyone. I'm just reading some of the posts in the group, and we can see people are awake at very odd hours, which is very nice of them, and they're following us at 3:30 in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning. We very much appreciate it.
Bueno, también agradecer a todos los que nos desde muy temprano, 3 de la mañana, 4 de la mañana, que es lo que hemos estado apreciando en el chat.
Genial, gracias por eso. No, en español parece que no. Acá uno pregunta a Carmelier si solo va por la red de Ethereum. Creo que ellos ya lo respondieron, pero sí.
Okay, probably you already answered this question, but someone in the chat asked if the game is only for Ethereum, through Ethereum network or system.
So it's going to be on Arbitrum. Is where the game's going to be. The game itself, correct me if I'm wrong, Penny, it will not be on chain. The game itself.
Yeah, I already answered. Yeah, so the game itself is off chain, because if the whole game is on chain, it's gonna be super damn expensive. So only when you need to trade, no matter you're trading game assets or NFTs. I mean, NFTs are game assets or tokens. You know, when you are doing this kind of tradings, you need to move on chain and spend some gas fee. But that's the reason why we moved to Arbitrum, because Arbitrum, the gas fee will be dramatically reduced. So don't worry about the gas fee. Don't worry about someone I know they say, oh, Ethereum is too expensive for players. We will make it happen, and we will make it accessible for the market.
Okay. Sí, el juego como tal será off-chain. Arbitrum es por donde está localizado todo lo que es el intercambio. Solo cuando vaya a intercambiar NFTs, tokens, es que tendrás que ocupar el gas fee. Pero nos cambiamos a Arbitrum precisamente porque se ve mucho más reducidos los costos y las comisiones en estas transacciones.
Bien, perfecto. Ahí voy a ver si consigo con otra preguntita más, que me acuerdo un segundito. Acá preguntan cómo ven el proyecto a futuro.
Okay. How do you see the project in the future? You mentioned through the interview that you are seeing a long-term project.
Sorry, could you repeat that question? It just broke up. Could you just repeat that?
Yes. How do you see the project in the future?
So the project in the future is a constant development. I think this is the one thing I would say. If you take any gaming franchise, the gaming franchise always starts in one direction and it seemingly develops into something that's a lot bigger and different directions. What I want to be able to do and what the team wants to be able to do here is build a gaming franchise that's ready for today. And then as the community helps us to dictate the narrative, we want to build that gaming franchise out into something that facilitates more of the needs of the community. So the way I foresee it is we build for now based off the feedback that we've had from the community. And over time, we develop with the community to develop something that is going to be played for years to come.
Yes. So the game development will be continue no matter, like there is no finished game, I would say. Like all you can see from the traditional gaming market area, like the game studios, they are constantly developing non-stop. That's how you can make the players always excited, not only because the game is very classic, but also because the continuing development, always there will be new surprise, new features added, or like some improvements on the characters, in the system, etc. Yeah.
Thanks. Vemos el juego como algo en constante desarrollo. Suelen tener que los juegos de franquicia van en una sola dirección. Lo que queremos es que estemos preparados en centrarnos en la experiencia de juego y tomarnos el tiempo de desarrollar junto a la comunidad lo que vamos aprendiendo en esta interacción. Agrega Penny de que el desarrollo será continuo. No es algo que tenga un final. Si se puede apreciar en el mercado de juegos, ¿cierto? Lo que mantiene emocionados y a los jugadores es el interés de las cosas nuevas que van llegando, las nuevas experiencias, las nuevas implementaciones, y eso es como vemos el juego a futuro.
Perfecto. Y después preguntan si el contrato estará auditado y qué precio base tendrán los NFTs.
Okay. The contract is going to be audited, and that's one question. And the second question is it's what will be the NFT base price.
So if the contract will be audited, of course it will be audited. Yeah. This is this is a very obvious thing. And you ask about the NFT price? Or?
Yeah, the base price of the NFT.
Okay. Yes. So the mint price was our first mint price was 0.3 ETH, but that's for our Genesis NFT. So I don't know if you have learned about the features of our Genesis NFTs, because it will have like a breeding phase profit sharing. So this Genesis NFTs can have like a long-term return together with the expansion of our games. And but for the breeded ones, so for the normal NFTs, you will be able to purchase in the future. It will depend on the market demand. Yeah, the market supply and demand.
Okay.
And sorry to add one more. For the current floor price, you can check our official account on OpenSea. Yeah.
But again, make sure you go through our website, guys.
Yeah. I think our current floor price is, let me check right now. I think it's 0.6 is right?
Yeah, it's either 0.6 or 0.7, which has been quite consistent.
Yeah, 0.6.
Ok. A la pregunta del que el contrato si es que iba a ser auditado, claro que sí, eso es obvio. Y respecto al precio de los NFT base, tenemos un precio de génesis de los NFTs que obviamente tendrán variaciones con el sistema de crianza que va a estar unida al resto de los juegos, ¿cierto? Dentro de este escenario de los 3 juegos mencionados. Actualmente el precio fluctúa entre los 0,6 y 0,7 y pueden ir viendo con más detalle en nuestra página web, el canal oficial, Twitter, Discord, ¿cierto? Y Telegram, y obviamente también hacen alusión a que se mantengan informados por los canales oficiales para que no sean engañados.
Hacerles, a ver si por ahí Luis. Steven. No, bueno, no se conectó. A ver, ahí está. ¿Estás, Luis? ¿Querías hacer una preguntita?
Sí, el proyecto se ve muy bien y todo, pero hay una parte del white paper que me llamó la atención. Es en una parte en la que se puede ver cómo un personaje está dividido en diferentes piezas. Está dividida la cabeza, los pies, los brazos, el torso. Y esto me llamó la atención y me hizo que me preguntara si los personajes podrán armarse de diferentes maneras para quizás cambiar el tipo de habilidades que tendrán en las luchas dentro del juego.
So the question is that it's really intriguing. The characters are divided. So we have arms, legs, and head. So we were wondering if you could build a character in different ways to in this case change the abilities to face the game, if it's going to be possible.
So the skills will be like the skills and the attributes will be dependent on the race and also 6 body parts. And so the interesting part is our NFTs can breed, and the offsprings, the babies you get after the breed, will be kind of randomly decided which parts, which attributes they get from their parents. So yeah, I think it's very interesting. You can't really decide, but you will get it randomly. And I think there are some rare parts or some special traits people like crave more will be quite scarce on the market, maybe. Yeah.
I agree.
I think this is an interesting part. So it's like a surprise, you know.
Okay, the last part I couldn't hear you well. It's going to be a create mode. Okay.
Sorry, I think maybe my earpods are running out of battery. Let me take it off. Yeah. So you didn't hear the last part?
Yeah, about the create mode, something like that.
Oh no, I mean, so all the traits and the body parts babies will get from their parents, it will be decided randomly. Like you give birth to your children, you can't decide what they're gonna look like, right? It will, you know, it's just decided randomly. We can't decide and we can't choose.
Okay. Sí, las habilidades y los atributos dependerán de la raza y de las 6 piezas del cuerpo, dado que está dividido. Lo interesante es que los NFTs pueden criarse y los bebés pueden cambiar dependiendo de los atributos de los padres, pero esto será aleatorio. Habrán algunas partes especiales y otras raras para ir construyendo el personaje.
Bien, entendí. Ahora, Nico, si querés, vamos a dar dos preguntas acá para el público en inglés. No sé si querés preguntar porque hay mucha gente conectada. Si alguien quiere hacer alguna pregunta.
¿Pero que la elijo yo o
No, vos preguntale porque estamos conectados en un chat donde hay mucha gente. Preguntá, yo de última ellos levantan la mano y yo le doy la palabra para que ellos hagan la pregunta, ¿no? Al público en inglés.
Perfecto. So, we would like to know if anyone in the audience would like to ask Sunil and Penny something. If you could raise your hand and in order to let you speak and ask the question.
A ver. No, creo que resolvieron todas las dudas porque nadie tiene ninguna, me parece.
So apparently nobody have any doubts. That's good.
What I would say is if you have any direct questions, you're more than welcome to ask us. Even in the chats, we're all in our Telegram channels or in our Discords. We're available to chat to directly, so you're more than welcome to come to our social medias and ask us questions directly, and we're more than happy to answer those for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Seremos más que agradecidos si es que nos puedan también consultar a través de Telegram, de Discord, de nuestra página. Estamos siempre conectados, así que si tienen dudas pueden contactarnos directamente a través de los canales oficiales.
Perfecto. Hay una persona que levantó la mano, la voy a dejar hablar. ¿Le parece? Share.
Okay, so guys, I know a lot of people complained that they didn't have the chance to enter. So I just reopened the claim link for you to fill, and it will start in less than 2 minutes. And this time I give 5 minutes for you guys. in case someone their internet is very slow.
So guys, make sure you fill it out now, because it's limited on time.
Yeah.
Perfecto. Penny comenta que ahora está nuevamente abierto el formulario para que puedan llenarlo. Tienen actualmente 2 minutos. Antes habían dado menos tiempo, pero ahora desde ya pueden volver a completarlo. Así que para que aprovechen.
And one of the questions asked Penny, do you want to just stipulate how we announce a winner? They're just asking in the group chat how a winner is announced.
Yeah, okay. So this entry is for a special NFT badge, which is for everyone who entered the Polygon address. And we will be able to release it tomorrow, all the addresses, and not all the addresses. I mean, everybody who entered here will be able to claim an NFT badge tomorrow, because at the moment it's really late at our local time now. So please give us some time, guys. And for the 4 winners, which will have the chance to get 10 USD, will also be announced tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A las personas que se logren unir van a obtener una medalla, pero ya para el día de mañana, porque el tiempo para Penny está bien tarde.
It's open now. Open now.
Pero está abierto para que puedan llenar ahí el formulario, ¿cierto? Y reclamar ahí la medalla para mañana. También comentar que los ganadores de los concursos se darán a conocer mañana también.
Bueno, perfecto. Entonces, bueno, me agrada tenerlos acá con nosotros y ya damos por concluido acá. Ya está medio corto de tiempo, parece muy tarde por aquellos lados.
Claro. Thank you for having you here. We are really grateful for what you have said, what have you taught us, and we know that it's quite late over there, so we let it till here.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time and look forward to you joining us soon.
Yes. We're waiting for you in our community.
Perfecto.
Bye-bye.
Buenas noches, esperamos por todo, que lo esperamos también en nuestras comunidades. Muchas gracias por la invitación. Así que eso.
Bueno, muchas gracias a todos y nos vemos. Hasta luego.
Thanks. See you later.
Thank you all. Adios.
Adios.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Good night.
Good night.